What's up YouTube? Capital G here. Got a couple of quick and nice tools for you guys to check out. They're going to be vastly different. One of them is going to show you a crazy ceiling. The other is going to show you some crazy cheese. So let's go ahead and start with the crazy ceiling. And the first tool is actually going to be a Zefra build of pendulums. By the time you guys see this, Nibiru will be actually out and it will be legal. And yeah, it'll definitely be a card that makes a huge impact. However, there is one deck in pendulums that does special summon a billion times, but it does have some various ways of dealing with the card, most notably the Jackal King. And you guys are going to see a crazy turn one board that is not actually stopped by Nibiru or Dark Ruler no more. You're basically just gonna have to use like super polymerization or something like that. So you can see he is going first, and probably is going to start with that spell power control that gets him the copy of Servant. Obviously you want to activate as many spell cards as you can when you have the Servant, and he has a lot of spell cards, especially considering that in Zefra specifically your spell cards can become like pendulum scales, and then those are basically that like they activate the spell cards as well. And you guys can see he's only summoned, I believe, just twice, right? But he already has the Jackal on board, and the Jackal will have counters, so he basically would have a way right now of stopping something like Nibiru before he goes for his fifth summon. So Nibiru would not stop him here. It would not stop this combo at all, and he is going to continue on. Has the Jackal, goes for Electromite. Obviously Electromite's going to get him a draw. Now he's probably looking to do a pendulum summon. He is going to summon that Secret of the Yang Zing, the Zefra card right here, and this will probably get him a Zefra Divine Strike. So he already has 9 pillars, but he'll go ahead and get himself another counter trap in addition to that. He's going to activate multiple effects, and that's pretty cool. Now the thing is, and this was spicy, I'd never seen something like this before, he's going to go for the copy of Stardust Charge Warrior, and what I think he's basically trying to do is he's trying to stack his deck and then draw the card that he wants to get, basically allowing him to search whatever card he wants. And now he's going to summon Cyberstein, and check this out, going to summon Neteria Exterio. I had actually seen some Orcus builds play Cyberstein and kind of use it off like I guess they summon it off of like Saryuya Scourge Red. Not even any FTK cheese. Basically you just use it to summon Neteria Exterio, and then you just get like a ton of negation out of that. He's going for Apollousa, then he's going to set the 2 counter traps, and this is, I believe, 1 2 3 4 5 6 plus however many negates this is. Let's just say Neteria Exterio is basically like infinite. How this card, I believe, let me see, what's it called, so you remove 1 from play. So this is actually, since he has 6 cards in his graveyard, this is a 12 negate board, but it's actually not, because these 2 cards, the traps would go to the grave, right? So that would mean that he would end up having 2 more negates on top of the 12. This is actually a 14 negate board. That is insane. He has a potential of 14 negations because the traps, unlike, actually no, Apollousa, if it goes to the graveyard, it could technically be a 15 negate board. I totally forgot about that. The pendulum monsters will not go to the graveyard, but yeah, this is what a 15 negate board looks like. And obviously his opponent not gonna have a very good time, probably gonna summon Stratos, it's gonna get negated, it goes back into the deck, not into the graveyard, and then it's just pretty much a wrap. He tries to use Ash Blossom, he's going to negate that. Looks like he wanted to search a copy of Zephyr Providence. He's gonna go for Hero Lives and all these other spell cards, Fusion Destiny, but none of them are going to stick because he just has too much negation at that point. Second duel is going to be that cheese, and you guys know my favorite type of cheese is the Hippo cheese. So he's dueling against a Lightsworn variant. Yikes, got hit by Ash Blossom on the Solar Recharge, but it's fine. At least he's still playing Invoked. He can still have a 1 card Invoked monster by the way of Alistair, plus get the Alistair back in his hand. So it's definitely not bad. Unfortunately, this is a deck that actually is pretty much a counter, and he has no spells to stop the play that his opponent's going to do. None of this is going to be facilitated by monsters. So he's going to activate the Pot of Desires, draw 2. Now he's going to activate the Super Hippo Carnival, get himself the Hip Hippo from his deck, gets 5 monsters off of 1 card, then goes United We Stand 1, United We Stand 2, and wouldn't you know, he just happened to have a light monster on field. What a nice guy. I mean, just summoning a light monster so that he can could combo off. Now look at this Hip Hippo. He's almost 9,000 attack, but he can get a little more attack than that. Yeah, he's about about 11,000 attack, and these monsters also, even if for some reason he didn't, like let's just say he couldn't do battle damage with this, he actually has 10,000 attack just in token damage alone. That's pretty freaking crazy, man. 10,000 damage just in token. Obviously he can just one-shot his opponent because that's what the Hip Hippo deck does. Now if you're wondering why this deck plays Leeching Light, maybe you've never seen the Hippo Cheese on my channel before. What people do is they play Jizukiru, they play the Kaiju, and generally they'll just Kaiju whatever your most important monster is, and they'll go Leeching the Light off the Kaiju. But he was lucky enough to just run into an opponent who had a big light monster on the field, and obviously it was his own downfall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed those quick duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.